So here are some answers to the homeschooling questions people on YouTube have asked me, and I'm going to answer them to the best of my ability. It's pretty much the same question that is worded slightly different, but pretty much the gist of it is people are asking if I have a set time when I do stuff, or like a schedule / do I do work when I have to, or stuff like that, and they all kind of are the same thing, so I'll just answer that now. It's really hard to answer homeschooling questions, so just understand that, because it is a pretty abstract thing, at least the way For the do I do schoolwork at a given point, I've never had a timetable, so it's never been I do math for half an hour in the morning, then English for an hour or whatever. Like, I don't have set times for break and lunch, and then, yeah, I'm not scheduled like that at all. Right now I'm doing online courses, so there are assignments that are due, so I have due dates for my assignments on my online courses. And pretty much with these online courses, teachers give you all the information you need and you go through it, and they do have live classes, so you can go, and it's kind of like MSN. You go on and it's like the teacher is talking to you and you can only type to them, so I guess it's also kind of like Skype. Sometimes you see their face, sometimes you don't. It's really weird when you go just hearing your teacher's voice and all of a sudden there's a face to attach to it, and it's not what you were picturing. Semesters I did grade 10 math, grade 11 math, and English, and then last semester I did English and math grade 12. So for those, I didn't have the best work ethic. I kind of just ignored the fact that I had work to do, and then instead of doing like an hour every day, I would sit down every 2 weeks when the assignments were due and do all the work, like sit down for like 4 hours and do all the work. So I'd have every day free except for that one chunk. It wasn't the best way to go about it, but I got really good marks for grade 10 and 11. Grade 12 I kind of had to revamp that because that wasn't working with the stuff I was being given. So I'm still working on that, and now I have 3 other courses. I'm doing Challenge and Change, Canadian History, and Writer's Craft right now. We have, and I think every province, but at least in Ontario, we have the Ontario Education Guidelines, so it's pretty much just says what you have to do. It's not a curriculum, it doesn't give you what you have to do, but it tells you what you have to know by the end of that grade. So for grades 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up through 12, they have these things that you have to know what to do, and they have a list, and it's all laid out, and that's what teachers follow. So my mom, she had those, and she just, every time I knew something, she'd highlight it. I kind of did that the same way I did Girl Guide badges, because I was in Girl Guides when I was younger. If you did it, you kind of checked off what you did, and then if you checked enough stuff off, you got the badge. So kind of did that in school. If I did all the stuff, we'd just check it off, and everything that got checked off would go towards this credit. So I do have a written up transcript that my mom and I made for grades 9, 10, and we put some grade 11 courses on there just to get me into the online courses, because they wanted to see what we did, and there was prerequisites, so that's what we did. Technically, we could do that for all of the grades and get me into university, but it's a lot of work if that's what you're doing. If your aim is to graduate high school at home by getting enough hours, in Ontario you need 40 hours of volunteer work. You need, I think it's 32 credits, I could be wrong because I'm not actually getting my diploma. I know that that sounds crazy and wild, but I am planning on going into post-secondary, so all I need for that is 6 grade 12 credits. So that's what I'm working on right now, just getting grade 12 courses. I only need 6, but I'm planning on getting more so I can pick and choose the best. Someone wanted to know about sick days, and I do get them because I'm at home, so it's like I get to stay at home and get better, but I can do schoolwork during that time because sitting at my computer or typing something up is not really affected by the fact I have a stuffy nose. I was advanced when I was younger because we had someone here with me who was 2 years older than me. She's my best friend, and we did school together, so I just did stuff at her level, which was 2 years advanced. So I just already was up to grade 9, and I just kind of did that until I actually got to grade 9, like I did grade 9 and 10 reading textbooks and stuff. So I kind of took off grade 9 and 10. You can take off days, you can take off weeks, you can take off months. It's a little bit tricky to do that when you have online courses, but if you're just doing it out of textbooks, or you have a curriculum that your parents are doing for you or that you're doing yourself, then you can take off as much time as you want. Homeschooling is structured around you, and I find that that's really helpful because as a theater kid, I have times when I'm in several shows because I overbook myself because I can. That's the main reason I'm homeschooled, because every year my mom asks me if I want to go to school, and I ask her if I can do all the cool things I usually do if I'm also away for 6 hours plus during the day, and she just tells me no, so I say I don't have time for that. Some people think I need to get my priorities straight, but I kind of think I do. You know, having a life and having fun and learning is important, but if I can fit that around each other in a way that suits me and doesn't waste my time, then I'm gonna take that option. Someone wanted to know if I break up at the same time as school days, and I don't. I break up before that. Which is great about homeschooling is when it's sunny outside during the week, I can go out to the beach during June, and all the way from September to like October. Yeah, I get to go to the beach because we have a beach that's like 15 minutes away. So I'm always at the beach, I'm always at parks. And yeah, so that's like definitely perk of being a homeschooler. You get to go out and have fun and just enjoy yourself. Another perk of being homeschooled, I never have to wait in lines. We can go to museums, the mall, the library, because that's a good selling point, you know, like anywhere in the world. You can go to amusement parks, anywhere, and there's no lines. So pretty much what we homeschoolers do is if there's something fun, we wait until the weekdays and we hide inside during the weekends when all you scary school people are out, and we just hide and avoid lines. I understand one of the big things about homeschooling is that there's going to be gaps in your education. I admit there are gaps in my education. I'm not going to deny it, but let's be honest, there are gaps in everyone's education. People growing up, you don't know everything, and there's certain things that I've learned more about and other things that I wasn't interested in, so I didn't have to. And I'm okay with that. That is the way I was taught. It's different for everyone, but let me just say it's a universal thing. There will be gaps in everyone's education. So, thanks for watching. This is my 15th video this month, and I'm pretty happy that I've actually gone this far. It's really exciting, so here's to the rest of the month, and if you like, you can see me tomorrow. I didn't script this before going, so I feel like I'm just kind of spewing words, but they're true words, so yay.